It is Thursday, June 8th of 2023, and you are watching Guy's Daily Drive. BAM! And good morning, everyone, and welcome to Guy's Daily Drive that is turning more into Guy's Weekly Drive. I try to do these twice a week, preferably like on a Monday and a Thursday or a Friday. But Monday, I had my first appointment with the oncologist that I guess I'll be working with. And he was very puzzled by all of the different tests and results that have been given to me over the last 2 months. And it's actually kind of encouraging news, since there's no, one of the things that has a lot of people puzzled is where the tumor came from for my eye. And nobody can figure that out because there was no mass that was detected in the CT scan. And the nodules in my lungs could be, they don't know for sure, could be explained by any number of things that are not super dangerous or super concerning. So I took some blood, and we will, see if there's any cancer markers or anything else to be concerned about. But if not, then we may be near the end of at least this part of the journey. Come on, car. Which would be a good thing because, frankly, it's exhausting dealing with just the day-to-day stress levels of wondering, what the hell's going on, if there's anything that I need to concern myself with beyond just the normal, well, you lost an eye and there's nodules that, it's just like never ending. I woke up at 4 a.m. this morning and went in, used the bathroom, but when I went back into bed, couldn't sleep. Just everything kind of running back and forth in my head, and it's kind of maddening. If there was some indication one way or the other of either it's going in the right direction, it's not going in the right direction, you've got a lot to be worried about, you don't have anything to be worried about, just something one way or another so that the uncertainty would be kind of done. So I'm at a high stress level, high anxiety, and there's really nothing I can do about it except just keep dealing. So I've considered, and I don't know, I've considered, do I need to go see a therapist? Is there medication that I would be required to take? I'm hesitant to take more pills. I'm already on pills for blood pressure, and they make me sleepy, so I only take those at night. I don't know, there's, it would be nice to have something to just kind of mellow me out and not have my thoughts in a constant whirl of uncertainty. And that's kind of where I'm at. And it's weird because there's been times in my life when things haven't been clear, and things have been uncertain. But it was mostly like job related, or especially when I was a lot younger, relationship related. Am I still going to be going out with girl XYZ? What does she think of me? Is there some reason why we should or shouldn't go out anymore? It's like those kinds of things that were so important when you're in your teens and 20s that kind of fade away as you get older, especially if you're in a stable relationship. And I keep wanting there to be something concrete to be worried about, something that I can point to and go, aha, there's the reason, there's the culprit right there, mister. But there's nothing. It's the well of uncertainty that I've been living with since probably last year, as all this kind of started ramping up. And it's been really kind of terrible, cellulitis, and then 6-7 months later, COVID, and then the start of this, what started off as just pink eye, and then this is where I'm at now. And it's just, sometimes it's a little overwhelming, and I try to stay upbeat, I try to stay positive, but it doesn't always work. And I don't know if anybody has any suggestions to help, stuff that I could do, stuff that I could take that would just give me a chance to just get caught up, just get on an even keel for just a little while. That would be greatly appreciated. But not much else really going on. We're looking at tickets. What fresh hell is this? Fire truck? No, it's on the other side. Good. We're looking at tickets to go see The Play That Goes Wrong in August, and we'll probably set that up for Tracy's birthday. And we're trying to set that up so Guy and Peter and their significant others can also be a part of it. We just have to work out the details, but at the very least, if for one reason or another, one or both of them can't go, then it'll just be Tracy and me, and we'll go see The Play That Goes Wrong at the Kennedy Center. And that's something I kind of promised myself I wanted to do more of. I wanted to see more live theater, more live performances, because they're just fun, they really are. But because of when Tracy's birthday is, which is August 5th, and the nearness of that on one side or the other to Tracy, probably, and me too, going out to Boise, Idaho to visit her mom. I haven't seen her mom in like 4 or 5 years. That it's pretty much a given at this point that I won't be able to make the MacStock Conference and Expo, which kind of sucks because this would be the very first one that I've missed since it began that wasn't COVID related. And it's so much fun. And if you don't know about the MacStock Conference and Expo, and you're a Mac person, Apple person, it's held in, I've talked about it before, it's held in Woodstock, Illinois, usually the third or fourth weekend of July. This year, I think it's the third weekend of July. It's the 22nd and 23rd, or the 21st and 22nd of July. If you go to MacStockConferenceandExpo.com, you can get a lot more information. It's really easy to get to. It's pretty close to Chicago. which is one of the major hubs, transportation hubs. So whether you want to go by plane, train, or automobile, there's all different kinds of ways to get there. So yeah, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to make it this year. But, you know, on the plus side, we are going to go see the play, and whether it's prior to that or after that, we'll be going out to Boise. I'm also hoping to squeeze in at least a couple of days to see my sister Nancy, who I haven't seen in like forever. And it would be good. It would be good to see her and John and their two girls. So that's kind of like the short-term travel plans. I know we're not even halfway through June yet, and I'm already talking about late July, early August. But when you're going to make plans, that's kind of the way things work. I'm also hoping probably in the fall, once things are settled down a little bit more, hopefully I'll have my prosthetic eye by then to get down to Florida. And I'd also like to squeeze in another trip, long weekend kind of trip, to North Carolina to see some of Tracy's relatives down there. But these are all, you know, these are all things on the list of stuff to do. Come on, you can come over. There you go. So that's going to do it for today. Thank you all for joining me in this very morose Guy's Daily Drive. Oh, so sad. Oh, Guy sad. You can find me, or you can send me email, guy@mymac.com or podcast@vertshark.com. You can also find me over on the Twitters as Mac Parrot or Vert Shark, Counter Social and Mastodon. I am Mac Parrot in both of those. No idea what instance I am. I'm just Mac. Look up Mac Parrot. Chances are you'll find some link to me one way or the other. I also do the mymac.com podcast almost every single week with Gaz. So check that out as well. There's an audio feed to the shortened version of that here on the Vert Shark channel. So check those out. Or Guy's Daily Drive feed. I just wrote the shortened audio version of the MyMac podcast on there. If you're not listening to the longer version, which includes the after show, which is always fun. It's so funny. It's actually my favorite part of the show is the after show. That is going to do it. Oh, you almost forgot. If you'd like to help contribute to the show, MacParrot, patreon.com, MacParrotcoffee.com, MacParrot at, what is it? PayPal. There we go. PayPal.me. Lost my place. Lost my big surprise. That will do it for today. Thank you all so very, very much for joining me today on Guy's Daily Drive. It is greatly appreciated. And I will see all of you next time. Right here on Guy's Daily Drive. Bye-bye.